Gypsy Rose Blanchard, Gypsy Rose Blanchard, front and center. Why would you write your book or have someone else write it and say that you sold cooter for biscuits and gravy? What is happening? Like, you actually put, yeah, when I got there, I gave up the cooter for some biscuits and gravy. What? Child, you couldn't even get a cigarette? Like, what are they doing here? Are you okay? Did anyone proofread this? Did anyone like go over this? Melissa Moore just said, "Oh, Gypsy, this is amazing. I didn't know you had to do that in prison. So what do you get if you give up other stuff?" Nobody said, "Gypsy, this sound crazy. Take this out the book." Child, and you read it out loud. And we know. And you said you want your daughter to read this book. What is wrong with you? That's not a legacy. It's a travesty. The fact that this girl said this book was for her daughter, and then in somebody's comments, she said, when she's 18, next. Child, when she's 18, that's still not appropriate. Everything in this book you have actualized. Child, I'm still stuck on this, and y'all gonna hear this from me for some days. The biscuits and the gravy. You selling a little bit for some biscuits and gravy? You saying you got to the big house. They was like, "Oh, I want to buy it." She like, "Well, do you have some biscuits and gravy? If you got some biscuits and gravy, I'll sell it to you." Okay? I'm not going to sell it to you for some juice, but some biscuits and gravy? Yeah, that's yum. And we're not talking about biscuits and gravy from like, I don't know, Bojangles or something. We talking about from prison. She said, "Baby, I am a hot girl," okay? Child, I don't know what to say about this girl in this book, because even the way she speaks about her relationship with her granddaddy is wild. I also want to mention something that I feel like the only person I've ever seen say this is Ivory Rose Knows. Do y'all remember in the documentary when she was saying that her grandfather used to touch her, and the grandfather looked confused, and he was like, "Oh, well, she was the one who used to like trust me inappropriately," and he would stop her or whatever he said. At first I was like, why would he say that? But he also looked like a deer caught in headlights. Like he did not know where that came from. Y'all, after this book, I'm actually starting to believe, because she was hyperactual, I do think she was touching him. I do. I actually, I thought possibly before, maybe, but I felt like it was kind of like something that I didn't really want to say out loud because I felt weird even thinking that. But this book has sealed the deal for me. And I know y'all might come for me on this one, but this book sealed the deal for me as far as I truly believe that she did that, because the grandfather looks so confused. Another thing I also want to address is that people keep saying that Dee Dee's family threw her ashes down the toilet. That is not true. Her older sister has them. They never said that. They never did that. Christy said that. I want to clear that up, because every time someone says that in my comments, it really pisses me off, because they try to make it seem like she was hated so much that even her family didn't want her body. And I feel like that is such a messed up thing to do to someone that passed. I can't believe that I see those comments and people don't do their research on it. I also think when you think about all of this, like I said before, I had a source that told me that Christy drinks a lot, and while she drinks, she always speaks on the fact that when Gypsy gets off parole, her major concern is that Gypsy's going to turn on her. So that's why she treads kind of lightly. Do y'all really think that? I think that because I think Gypsy's going to say, well, she told me to tell this story. She told me, because Gypsy don't take accountability for anything. So it's going to fall on Melissa Moore's shoulders and Christy. But guess what? Melissa Moore got more power, and Christy is going to ride with Melissa Moore. And they going to roll with the story. This girl's a liar. She lied to both of us. We wasn't there. We wasn't there with her mama and her. We don't know nothing about that. Y'all, this book is so hard to read. How many people here in the comments actually read it or listened to it? I feel like this is a really tough book. Because, first of all, you're reading a fiction book that they're trying to tell you is real. And then beyond the fact that you're reading a fictional book, it's disgusting. Everything in the book, down to her dad's voice, was actualized. That is disturbing. And I know I can't be the only one looking at it like, this is highly inappropriate. At what point is it okay to put something like this out? At what point? Yo, the fact that the books are getting returned by the stores and customers, that doesn't surprise me, because I think any person that really has brains, they would say to themselves, this book is not appropriate. The fact that it even says that kids could read that book, that is not a kid-friendly book at all whatsoever. Just what on earth would make Melissa Moore feel like that was okay? Like, I know I've seen y'all in the comments say, well, Melissa Moore is no better than her. I just really didn't think she was going to be this bad. Because this is bad, y'all. Like, bad. Like, so bad that I can't grasp it. And I don't know if it's just me or what. But I also have to show y'all something. Melissa Moore posted this picture. Is it just me? A professional or alleged professional woman, I don't deem her as professional. Drop your thoughts and your comments down below. It just says happy 2nd anniversary. Anyway, y'all have a great day. Bye-bye for now.